little Yamaha, and the cat reckons something in the background. We'll go and see that. The action's just a little bit high on this, and it just needs a setup. The string's going to be replaced. I don't know why people do that. I just don't understand that. But anyway, what your best wrap, making sure you got at least 2 wraps, maybe 3 on there, and just cut them as close as possible. But maybe wear them as an earring or something. Anyway, right, okay. The action can be brought down at the top, and it can be brought down at the bottom, but it can be brought down only by bringing the bridge down, because the body is sinking a little bit. But I'm going to bring the bridge down a little bit, change the strings, check the frets for leveling, and then as I said, it's a fairly minor job. Nothing exciting about it. Maybe not even worth videoing, but we'll see. Ooh, it's a Yamaha what? Let me just see. If I want you to focus there, I want you to focus there. Thank you. FS41-3S. I'm holding this up to the light because it's a very strange one. I've got the straight edge on it, and it hits the body there, but it's quite high there and quite high at the end. So it looks like the body's a bit tight, or this truss rod's a bit tight. Need to have a little look inside this Yamaha just to make sure everything's kosher. Let me just see, what's that there? What do I see? Did I see it cracked? I did see a little cracked along the wood. Yeah, it's cracked, as you can see, right along with the halfway across the bridge by the look of it. I'm looking at it upside down, by the way, in this here. Let me look at the other side now to see if there's any problems with the neck or the head or anything. It looks okay. The body's sunk a little bit, but not dramatically, so I'm not going to do anything with it. I just wanted to see what the issue might be. Everything looks okay there. Stretch, let's look along the sides. Oh, I can't see you there. I have to put on the computer to see that, but it looks okay too. Let me get around here. Yeah, okay. The only thing I see, oh, they've got that wraparound on it, okay, is the fact that the part of the wood's cracked, but other than that, it's okay. So I don't think it needs anything drastic. Well, the truss rod's working fine. I took that bow in the middle out, and now we have a slight underbow, which is what I prefer. Well, I thought I got away with polishing this, but I didn't quite, because when I was running the tissue along the edges, I felt it ripping. And then when I run my fingers down it, there's quite a few badly finished frets down the side. So I've got my most expensive tool I have, a fret tool, and I'm going to have to go through every one of the edges here on this and just smooth them off a bit. And the one issue that is a bit of a pain with this, it's got a black plastic strip down the side, and this will make a little mark on the black plastic strip, but I'm hoping that sandpaper, a fine 3000 sandpaper, will bring it back up to shine again. But those little things catch your finger. Right, okay. So what I'll use now is, no, not that, 1200 sandpaper. And just go along the side. And clean up any markings that were left on either side. That's 1200. Now I'll go over the frets, just in case there's any rough left by the file. I'll just go over the frets, make them nice and smooth. Doesn't take long. And then I'll use 3000, where are you? 3000, get them back to a polish again. Mind you, the only person that would know that these weren't, there was anything wrong with the 1200 was if somebody looked at the magnifying and saw a line across it. It's terrible. The audience would be screaming, "Oh, look at that man's guitar! Look, it's got a tiny micro scrape on its fret." Yeah. Right, okay. I'm going to clean this now. I'm going to put some, might as well do the whole lot on camera. I'm going to clean it, put some lemon oil on it, and this one with an open jar. Right, okay. You see the black coming off the guitar frets. That's partially some of the metal coming off the frets and partially dirt that's on the board itself. It smells lovely, the lemon oil. That's why I like using it. Linseed oil doesn't smell bad, but lemon oil makes me think of Italy and Malta and all those foreign countries that lemons grow in the wild or in their back gardens. I love it. Yeah. Right, okay, that's it. Now I'm going to do it one more time because the first coat to help take off the blackness. Right, okay. Now let that sit for a couple of hours. I put a little notice on Gumtree saying I have room on my bench for 2 more guitars because I was determined not to build up guitars again. But I kept giving in, and now I've got 9 waiting for me to do. But I did warn the people that it's going to take a little bit of time. The dirt's still coming off. I'm going to do it one more time. I don't want to rush through anything, you know. I don't want to rush through anything. I want to get the guitars as best I can. Look at that there. Look at that there. Beautiful. All nice and shiny and clean. Right, I'm going to let that sit for a while. And I wish you had smelly visual so you could smell the lemon oil. But you don't, so I get the benefit of it. Cleaning the head here. All right, okay. Goodbye. Yamaha Acoustic FS413S. This is something for you. The owner came to me and said he wanted the action reduced. And that's all well and good. And it's all playing nicely now. But on an acoustic guitar, it's an awful lot harder to get the action reduced than on an electric guitar. First thing you got to do is make sure the neck is correct. This neck is ultra sensitive. Slightest touch throws it out. So it's now set at the right setting. What I had to do is bring the nut down. I use about the width of a pick to go in there, and it comes, sounds nice. The neck angle is set, so then I had to bring the bridge down. But I didn't want to bring the under part of the bridge down. I had to bring down the top part. The under part of the bridge is fitting flat with the guitar, and that creates the sound. So it's fiddle, 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 and all the strings now have been brought down. The recommended is 2.6 millimeters here on the 12th fret. I've got it down to 2.3 right across, about as far as you'd want to go without getting buzz. The action at the top is very good right across the range. I brought it down the whole way. right to the edge. The difficulty with doing this is that you make a mistake, go down too far, you got to start all over again and replace the nut. Or use fillers with super glue and bone, but that's a messy thing. Same thing here. You go down too far, you got to put a new bridge in and put it back up again, so you got to be really careful. But this is sounding nice. Strings they had on it, I think, were too fat. I think they had 53s or 54s at the top and 13s at the bottom. These are 9s, which makes this sound lovely. So that's as far as I dare risk taking this down, and hopefully that's all in frame because I can't see anything on this camera. All right? Ciao bye, ciao bye.